All right, we come back to you. Unfortunately, still only with me. But we do have the championship match of the tournament here for you. So now, again, Chiba and Ulko spending the entire tournament playing side by side, forced to play against each other now for the title of champion. Get the announcement out and stream real quick. Also, let me reverse the names to be the same as the client in the Twitch thingy overlay, whatever. There we go. All right. Chiba winning the roll by a major margin, 98-40. This is going to be really interesting, again, as we just saw from the little in-review thing we just did. Chiba and Ulko, respectively, the winners of the past two NSATs since restarting in 2024. So we really have winner versus the winners of this tournament again. Just a total tour of winning here. Oh, Oakley choosing to protect Nomad 1, which is an interesting thing coming off of the few misses he got. But he did win the point, so I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? It's maybe just a few opening misses because it's tournament. But Chiba banning Nomad 6, so we're seeing a hit on the Nomad pool. What is Ulko gonna ban? Hidden 1, perhaps? Oh, Ulko is very good at hidden. Nope, it's going to be hit hard rock 2 instead. No fast hard rock allowed in the grand finals or championship. Going straight with his protect as well. Ulko gonna open the match with crash landing rendezvous, our Nomad 1. I'm very interested in how this is going to go. these guys probably know their scores on everything. So, you know, last year in 2024 when we saw this, it was, I believe it went to tiebreaker. Actually, ulko versus Foxaroo was his teammate in 2024. I think that went to tiebreaker, which makes sense. You know, these guys know what they can and cannot play. You have spent the entire tournament playing against each other. You probably shared your score data in preparation for the grand finals. All right, here we go. The first match of the championship match this time. All right, coming out of that, ulko not finding misses this time. Chiba finding one, though, at the very end of that burst instead. All right, ulko hanging out at 99.5 accuracy, dropping a little bit here in this really difficult section, but really dropping is Chiba. In fact, dropping some of the notes as a miss. ulko really finding the flow of this map the second time around, hanging out right above 99. Accuracy dropping a little bit more than before. Another miss from Chiba coming in now. So it's gonna really continue to be a confident opening point for ulko in this 1v1. All right, here we go into the Ki. ulko's still above 99% accuracy. That lead has really capitalized to 65,000 points, just about. But again, this map is ridiculously difficult. Chiba holding 97.6, a really good score on the map, given its difficulty. But ulko really finding the flow and getting in the rhythm with this one the second time around. And indeed, it will be a strong opening point for ulko. Finding an FC on the map is absolutely crazy. Ridiculous play from ulko on No Mod 1. Chiba responding with a good pick, or a good play as well. But it's just 99.3 on crash landing run. It was crazy. Chiba responding with Hidden 1. Now, we did just see a pretty fantastic play from Chiba on Hidden 1 versus Loopy. Loopy double S about like 75 to 80% of the map. But playing against a different opponent this time, ulko.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say, baby, before you walk away. No, I'm in the war, I'm in the race, chasing the time. I've been meaning to find a way to face that I'm out in the wonders every day, trying to keep my head above the waves, staying alive. And I don't mean to be the guy that wanna push you to the side, and all the line and not the lie, you know. So when I leave you shit on red, and you're running cycles in your head, baby, I'm just trying to stay the hate. Just stay alive. I'm saying you got it, you
Trying to figure something out behind the scenes here. All right, here we go. Okay, halfway through the map, Chiba, the one holding the double S this time. Chiba found 1/100 very quickly the first time around. Ulko finding misses, but still holding on to a pretty respectable 98% accuracy for this type of map. Building back up to the density. All right, I got a prediction started, and then something I forgot that is something I can do. I've done that for the entire tournament, but it's fine. For the 16 people here, feel free to predict who's going to win. Looks like Chiba's going to take this in a confident, ridiculous double S. Holy crap. God. Double S on that is just insane, dude. I myself am going to put my money on the reigning champion of NSATT 2024. All right, so we're at 1-1. Things so far, just a call and response. This is going to be Ulko's pick. The speed, we did not see this played against Loopy Loop and Loop just a second ago. All right, right off the bat, both players playing still playing phenomenally well, actually. Just Chiba picking up a few misses alongside a few 100s. Ulko, on the other hand, not finding any of that. Chiba finding a few more misses now. Still under 98% accuracy. He did come above it, and he was about to pass it again, but not going to pass it. Ulko breaking his double S about a third of the way through the map. Wow, Chiba finding a number of misses here on this. Like, so I guess it's pretty mean for DKK actually, especially at a BPM of 300. Wow, another phenomenal play coming from Ulko so far. Still a bit of the map left to go. Chiba struggling on some of these longer patterns. One more burst here just for good measure. Both players holding on it though. And Ulko is going to take that by 150,000 points. Only 12 100s on a 300 BPM map. One that is actually quite difficult. Has some 1/6 bursts included in the map as well. It's not just pure 1/4. So quite a great play from Ulko. Just again, we're very familiar with the skill sets on these two players. The amazing abilities of them both. Chiba choosing to showcase that on No Mod 2 this time. Predictions are about to close. If you haven't done those yet, feel free to predict who's going to win between Chiba and Ulko. Here we go with Frogs on Acid in a second here. This song is just noise, but you know it. It's okay.
On acid.
Ulko, the first one to break the double S, followed by a number of 100s coming out of him actually, but still holding over 98% accuracy. Seeing a completely different and unexplainable story on the left side of the screen, but I don't want to say anything specific out of fear of ruining it. And we're going to see a miss from Chiba. Probably should have shut up earlier about it, I guess. So Ulko's going to kind of run away with a bit of a combo advantage for now. But his accuracy is going to keep him really close to Chiba. And if he keeps finding a number of 100s as Chiba's accuracy restabilizes, that could actually give it back to Chiba. We're only halfway through the map, though. Seeing a bit of flickering from the score now. ulko holding on to a lead of 1,500 points as we head into, I believe, the last really super difficult section. Chiba climbing back up to the combo cap means, again, if ulko finds enough 100s that Chiba doesn't, Chiba will take the point back. We're seeing that play out already, but still much more notes to be played. Wow, I mean, a plethora of 100s coming in from ulko, jumping down underneath 98, lower than 90, almost under 97 at the end there. So Chiba's actually going to take that comfortably with a 32,000 point lead. The majority of that coming from the last Ki. 99-21 on this map. Odie 7.5, ridiculous snappings, 10 100s, 2 misses. Unbelievable from Chiba. Just absolutely crazy plays, just back and forth from these two. ulko puts up an insane score. Chiba's going to put up insane score. How long is this going to go on before it's broken? If they even break each other, that's the question. ulko's going to pivot now to DT2. Makes sense after the phenomenal play we saw on No Mod 3 earlier. And this is an interesting pick, but it definitely is stemming from the speed advantage ulko might have from Chiba. The finishers, though, tend to provide the consensus that this is like slightly bongo favored. But ulko is not making that even a consideration right now. Breaking the double S after about 30 seconds. Chiba is hanging on for dear life over there. Both players holding full combo, but that accuracy is not matching ulko's. Believe that 100. Oh, finding a second one now. Seeing much of the same here as we head into the last portions of the map. Chiba holding on strong in the lower 98 percentile. ulko hanging up in the clouds at 99.7 right now. One final burst, but it looks like he's not going to falter. And we're going to see yet again another double FC. The accuracy advantage for ulko contributing to that 43,000 point advantage in his favor. Only 8 100s on an OD 6.5 DT map. 273, and it's dense as hell for 2 minutes in a row. Only 8 100s. 57 from Chiba, which is still ridiculous on a map like this. It's just this is just the two players that we have, you know. They're just absolutely crazy. All right, Double Time 1 coming out. First time, I believe, Double Time 1's been picked this weekend, actually. I don't think it was picked in the losers bracket match. and it was not picked in the very grand finals. So first time seeing double time 1 this weekend. All right, here we go. Back from the ad break. Looks like we have one of those every, hour, unfortunately. And we're out of snoozes. So, you know. All right, the accuracy focused double time, which we again have not seen so far this weekend. Now, this map even features some notes that are not snapped at all, because that's just how rhythmically weird the song is. And so far, Ulko coming out on top on this one by a little bit so far, by about a half percentage of accuracy. This is such a weird map. Oh, we're seeing a miss from Ulko, actually. I believe... is that the first time Ulko's missed this match? My memory is very bad. Someone please confirm that for me, or deny that. Well, finding a second miss from Ulko there, it's going to give Chiba a little bit more of a push in that score advantage that he's been gaining over the past few seconds, but it's not going to get much bigger. Started about 13,000, moving up to about 15,000 now. Hidden one, that's right, hidden one happened. Yep. Wow. Okay. So both players coming out of this with almost identical accuracies. A few more 100s being picked up by Chiba, but Chiba's not the one that found misses. The 2 times Ulko missed, each time was a 1 miss. But that was enough to give it to Chiba. Ulko going right into the gimmick. No mod 5 coming out. 3-3. Not a single falter from either player so far. Chiba winning his picks, ulko winning his. No breaks just yet. So with this being picked, it looks like we only have Nomad 4 left for the Nomads. Everything else being modded. Free mod was actually completely banned in the grand finals for the tournament. Both being available this time in the championship match. All right, our 2-minute gimmick map. The first accuracy breaks coming from Chiba right now. ulko holding strong, but not much of the map has been played. Here we go with some of the craziness already. See how both players deal with it. Chiba gonna falter, find a miss on some of these patterns. All right, through the first really tough section, Chiba coming out with 99.5 accuracy, finding a single break, but ulko, on the other hand, not finding a single break. In fact, not finding a single accuracy break either. Not seeing anything else from the players to report thus far. Oh, Oakley finally breaking the double S because Natalina said something about it in the chat. Not a caster curse this time. Oakley actually breaking now. That could be enough for Chiba to actually find a break on Oakley as we head into some Ki flashes. Chiba finding hundreds, though, is going to give it back to ulko. Oh, he's going to find misses now, too. That might be enough to save ulko from the misses he found. Oh, but ulko going to find misses now himself. Is there enough? Is this last section enough? It might not be. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. That score lead actually climbing a little bit there as the more notes were played. Oh, back and forth map definitely had the opportunity to be the break that Chiba wanted, but going to be delayed a little bit longer. ulko is safe, winning his 4th point on the gimmick, and it's going to be up to Chiba again to respond. Hidden 2 coming out. So the hidden bracket will be completely gone after this. Chiba did take a point on hidden 1, a pretty strong point on it as well. Recall the double S. Fremont has yet to be touched, which is an interesting thing to think about between these two players. Now, if we keep going, someone's going to have to pick free mod. And actually, both free mods will have to be picked because at this stage of the tournament, the only things that don't get played are what's banned. Everything else will come up at some point if we go to tiebreaker. All right, for the 8th point, here we go. Hidden 2. This is a coin flip map. I mean, we have seen ulko's name on the leaderboards for years, especially with hidden specialty. Chiba by no means anything different. This can go either way. There is really even potential here for a tie score on a map like this between these two players. So we're going to have to hold our breath. It's really going to come down to the wire. So far, that wire is going to measure about 1,600 points. Ulko finding 100. Oh, Chiba finding one as well in the Ki, so it's going to bring the score lead down to under 1,000. We're tied right now as Chiba finds another 100. Lots of map to go. This map is almost 4 minutes long in length. All right, Ulko taking the accuracy advantage after the first set of Ki-Eyes. Chibamasu down about 2.2% accuracy. It's going to give Ulko 2,000 points of breathing room, which is absolutely none. Another 100 from Chiba on this 1-6 improv section. And here we go with the second Ki. Oh, another 100 from Chiba coming in. Those are all to report. Ulko completely stabilizing, not finding absolutely any drops thus far as we head into the last quarter of the map. Up by 3,998 points. That is all that separates these two players. Another 100 from Chiba, but Ulko found one himself. And here we go with the last Ki. It's all going to come down to this. Will Ulko find enough 100s to give Chiba the lead is the question as of this moment. The answer is no. Ooh, coming down to 0.08% accuracy difference. 99.72 from Chiba, 99.8 from Ulko, separated by 3 100s. And that's going to be the first break points yet. Chiba losing on his pick, 5-3 for Ulko. Hard Rock 1 is going to come out now. And Hard Rock 2 was banned, I believe, so the Hard Rock pool will also be gone following this point. Yup, so the only thing we'll have left is the entire free mod pool and no mod 4. That's all that's left after this. Oh, first misses from Chiba is going to be what we see first. I was going to comment on the fact that both players are coming out of the sliders the exact same, getting every single tick out of it that they could. But coming down to misses for now, as well as Ulko's fantastic accuracy for now, 99%. And this is a rather short map, only 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So those things will stack up fairly quickly. Ooh, a number of 100s coming out from Chiba on these patterns. His accuracy is down to 96. Yeah, already halfway through. Ulko's still in the clouds at 99.3 accuracy. Chiba's still under 97 for now. That's giving Ulko a really comfy lead of 50,000 points. This might be able to allow him to capitalize up to 6-3 after this point. Gonna need to see some misses. Gonna need to see him falter for Chiba to get some momentum back. Chiba is still incredibly under 97. This is ridiculously hard to accuracy. OD 9.1 after the Hard Rock multiplier. Ulko again just crushing it at 99.56 right now. Wow, Ulko finishing with 1,052,000 out of a max 1,060,000. 99.5 accuracy. Only 2 misses from Chiba to report, though. Followed with 59 100s. Streamer, if you could check out those URs, is that possible? Can you show us the URs for the players? Does not look like we can get that information. Oh, there it is. 101.73 from Ulko last second before. Right before we switch over to free mod 1. Finally dipping our pool into the free mods today. All right, Ulko is 1 point away from continuing his reign, really, as NSATT champion, as the champion title was not available for the New Year edition. So we'll consider that a continuation of his reign. All right, we got Hidden Hard Rock versus Hidden Hard Rock. You would expect nothing less from these two players at this point in the game. Now, this is Ulko playing for the championship. Chiba fighting to stay alive. So far, Chiba opened up with a small accuracy advantage, but now it's going to be in Ulko's favor by, oh, I was going to say by like 1 or 2 100s, but now it's going to come down to a miss from Ulko. But his accuracy is higher, so that's going to really minimize the damage done by that miss. Accuracies are actually the same in this current moment. Oh, more misses from Ulko, though. Chiba able to stay alive thus far as we get about halfway through the map now. All Chiba has to do is hang on. He's got the combo advantage. Ulko has still not reached combo cap. 1/3 of the map left to go. Just got to hold on for dear life. Get another chance to rebuke Ulko before he claims the championship title. Chiba still hanging on. Ulko and Chiba finding numerous 100s here at the end of the map. That might be it. Chiba stays alive. There is likely not enough notes left for anything to happen. So we're going to move to 6-4. Ulko now in the driver's seat, though, for his championship point. $36 100s from Chiba on the free mod 1. Fantastic considering the OD is 9.8. Basically 10. Here at this point. 35 from Ulko, so less 100s, but picking up the 9 misses that Chiba didn't. All right, right into no mod 4. Ulko clearing out the no mod pool. Now, if Chiba wins this point, okay, he will not have a choice. Free mod 2 will have to be picked. But Chiba does have to win this and Gloomy Flash in order to get the tiebreaker. Ulko has already guaranteed he gets to that point at least. But here we go with the SV map. Once again, Ulko playing for the championship title. Chiba fighting to continue fighting. Again, one of the longer maps here at 3 minutes long. So there's really time for things to happen. And the SV is brutal. We're going to definitely probably see lots of accuracy drops. But lots relative to these two players. I'm talking like, you know, maybe 10 100s because this is a no mod. Not a thing to report so far from me. Oh, now I got something to report. A 100 coming in from Chiba now. The only thing, though, as we head into this, as we get to this first break, can't really head into a break. There's nothing to do during a break. Slow SV is so far not causing a single bit of trouble for either player. We're seeing the score lead again. 100 followed by a second, third. Oh my goodness. Numerous 100 from Ulko on the transition there. And misses now. Wow, sort of a collapse from Ulko on what was otherwise a really good play up until that point. So now, once again, Chiba in the spot where if he holds on, he will continue being able to fight. 99.85% from Chiba right now. Ulko down under 98 following that huge section of misses. And Chiba is hanging on. His accuracy has not changed. He's at 99.86 now. Ulko back over 98, but those misses might have just really been enough. What is that? 2 100s, 2 or 3 100s from Chiba on this map? Are you kidding me? Four 100s. I'm sorry, 4 of them. That's what? What? All right, there's only one map left in the pool. It's Fremont 2. This determines whether we see tiebreaker here. This will be the second year in a row that we've seen the championship match go to tiebreaker. We're gonna have to get through Gloomy Flash first. Chiba playing for the tiebreaker. Ulko playing for the championship title. The championship match for 2024 was Ulko, and Foxaru was actually his teammate last year. All right, here we go. The last standard point of the match, Fremont 2, Hidden Hard Rock versus Hidden Hard Rock, once again, as expected. Oh no, we're seeing misses from Chiba. Oh, and yet another one. So Ulko's going to take quite a bit of a lead here to start off the point. Nearing 30,000. Now what you want to see, this is not one of our longer maps. This is only 2.5 minutes long. Ulko really starting to struggle with the accuracy. In fact, so much that lead is dipping under 10. Oh my god! Completely being destroyed by accuracy now. As we head into the last half of the map, Chiba's actually up nearly 20,000 points, despite being the only one to miss between the two. His 2% accuracy advantage dominating Ulko so far. We have a quarter of the map left to go. 20,000 points is not that much at all, especially on a map that's only 2.5 minutes long. But Chiba just has to continue holding. He's really the one that we're looking at to break if this is going to flop now. Might be enough to guarantee the tiebreaker. And it appears that Chiba's going to come back down 6-3 to fight for the championship title on the tiebreaker with Ulko. Gotta get the mandatory ping in the Discord server. So this is actually our 5th tiebreaker. I'm gonna get to change that statistic in the graphic. The most tiebreakers in NSATT history, 5. So 1 tiebreaker in every week but the finals, actually, then technically, since we're gonna consider this a part of the grand finals weekend. So only 1 weekend this year we did not have a tiebreaker. And I am also going to use the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of water today. Before we get into this 9-minute map. All right, I'm back. We are here for the tiebreaker. Chiba playing for his first title of champion in NSATT. Ulko playing for his 2nd consecutive title. Tiger now in the booth with me, even though he should have been here about, 20 minutes ago.
I told you I wouldn't actually be able to. Not my fault.
Unbelievable. But you're here for the tiebreaker, so I guess somewhat forgiven.
I'm still not accountable.
No, you're on the main sheet as one now, so it's official. Congratulations.
Oh, okay. It's a close game so far, neck and neck. Anyone can take it. No 100 screen dropped yet, but Ulko is gonna find one right as the drop hit.
Seeing the first misses come in, both of them missing at relatively the same time as well. Chiba finding more accuracy drops, so this is to give the advantage to Ulko as a very tiny one, though.
Yeah, very tiny. Only 2,000 points. Almost entirely decided by that 0.3% accuracy difference. Both players playing these streams like they're nothing, as to be expected, honestly. Maintaining that 0.3% difference. We appreciate the ghost taps, chibamasu.
Some extra 100s coming in from Chiba in this little, like, very, I don't know, I guess like low BPM stream section, we'll call it.
any single tappers in chat?
Oh, absolutely.
I can single tap.
I don't know that I would single tap this,
no
though.
sweat.
This is
No
probably... what is this, like 160s? So yeah,
How
I don't
slow
know
it
that I
is.
would single tap that.
Nothing to see 100, absolutely nothing throughout that section. We give also a pretty sizable accuracy advantage as we go into the second drop here with some notes. Eva completely hemorrhaging accuracy, also completely undeterred.
That hemorrhaging leading to an extra
7.
2,000 points. We still have yet to go over 10,000 points of a difference between these two players.
Yeah, you have to speak in relative terms here.
Each note's only 200 points. I mean, like...
cut me some slack here. They're just now barely grazing that halfway mark. Things are about 4 minutes out of 4 minutes down, 4 to go, but chibamasu is going to find a break. First of the map. Nope, second of the map. That's what they broke simultaneously early on, but that's going to be huge for Ulko, who has now the accuracy and combo lead.
Now we are about to head into the second half of the map, which has about 4 minutes left still from here.
Kiba dropping 2 more 100s. He does not like break section. Well, Ulko is going to trade one back. This is the most intense section of the map so far.
Alright, reintroducing some of the density now, finally.
We don't now do not see a 100 for the next 2 minutes. He's not giving us 3 more before we head off, though.
Seeing so many of the fallen NSATT players joining us in chat now.
Big moment.
The last quarter of the map, which is still about 2.5 minutes, by the way, guys. So it's the last quarter of the map, though, starts now. Ulko heading into it with about 20,000 points at advantage over Chiba. Somehow over 99.5 on this map.
Over 99.6. In fact. Pushing 7 as we speak. And he's hit it. No signs of slowing down. Keep us trying to claw back that 99% accuracy. But apart from that miss in the first drop, also completely destroying this grand finals tiebreaker. Keep it getting up to 99% accuracy, but also still with that 20,000 point lead. Oh, he's not going to be able to get up to 50,000 combo though. But it's not like that's going to matter. This is still an incredible play.
Yeah, in terms of wanting to see something for Chiba, we are going to see that score lead come down from nearly 20,000 to 15,000 now. But we need to see more from Ulko than just a clean miss like that. That's not going to be enough as we head into the last, like, 45-minute section of the map.
Oh, Ulko dropping quite a few misses there.
His accuracy is still intact.
Chiba is very slowly putting the dent into that score lead. Another miss. Is it gonna be enough? Another miss? Wait! Wait, no!
Oh no! Oh my god!
Chiba, right as the score flicks over to him, is going to find a miss, and Ulko holds on to become the official champion of NSATT 2025. It all came down to that last, 10 seconds?
Oh, I got up from my chair. I had to walk away to not scream into my mic. What a photo finish. Oh my god.
Now, if that is not representative of how stacked this entire, past couple of rounds have been, that definitely goes to show just the power of the North Americans. And Chileans in specific.
Wow. Okay.
What now?
So we're gonna I have to somehow get over my speechlessness. But that is it, everyone. We're done. That's it. That's a wrap on the 2025 North and South American Taiko Tournament. We're done. As the organizer, let's take a few minutes to say thank you to everyone who played. This was the largest and most competitive NSAT, as I talked about earlier, on record. And I love to see that activity from this region. And I'm very excited about what that means for NSAT going forward. I know that we had a few moments as a tournament. It's just funny to be talking about this with that kind of music in the background. I know that we had a few moments this year where we did not meet expectations, but I hope that overall you all had a great time. We had the first ever custom songs for the tournament. The streaming quality and the amount of streams that we were able to do for this tournament was absolutely off the charts. So a huge thank you to everyone who played. Thank you for being back. We will be back for NSAT 2026. We will not be doing a holiday edition of NSAT this year. I will never do 2 tournaments in a year ever again, unless I get a lot of help, because I'm definitely one of the few people driving the majority of the force behind NSAT. But along with those people, I want to say a special thank you to a few specific staff members that really carried their weight. And NSAT would have been entirely different if not for these few people. First, we're going to say a thank you to Hexa. Again, we even had a special statistic for him carrying a third of this custom maps, but right behind him was always UCAS every week pouring out a number of maps for the pool. Our trusty commentator, who was not here tonight because he had to play in the grand finals, Loopy, for commentating well over 3/4 of the tournament. So these 3 people really did so well. In fact, I pay staff here at NSAT because I don't believe in free labor. These people will be getting a 10% bonus in their payment. So whatever they get, plus 10%, they'll be getting for how great they did. As well as that, a thank you to all my staff, period. Thank you to all the players. We did a lot. I want to say another quick thank you to Touche, who was really able to help me out towards the end of the tournament. Lots of busyness going on in his life at the beginning. But with the second half, I was finally able to take a step back. I spent the whole week pulling, and I had to spend the whole weekend streaming and commentating as well. So I was really able to take a step back and just oversee, as is the job that I'm really supposed to be doing as the organizer. So thank you to Touche. Also, huge thank you to Nuttalinha for all the refereeing. Similar to Loopy, Nuttalinha being one of our most present, strongest referees throughout the tournament. So definitely deserving of a shout out as well. And that's the end of the shout outs, though. So if I said your name, you've definitely contributed so much to this tournament. that we really owe you a debt of gratitude, and I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the amount of work that you guys put into this tournament. I know that we're not as big as TWC, but to see that level of help and dedication from the community members, it's always such a nice thing. So big thank you to all those people. And just to end it off, as I said before already, thank you for being here as a spectator, as a player, as a staff member, as someone who just drops in every maybe month just because they get the fact that Ostaiko Live is live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting NSATT. We will be back with 2026. I will ping you guys about prizes and feedback because I will do another feedback form this year, all that later. But I'm not going to keep you guys for too much longer. Thank you guys so much for being some of the best people in the biz, my staff, and of course, some of the best players on this region. We will see you next year. Thank you guys so much for everything. And that's going to be it from us. Thank you, Saiger, for joining me just for the tiebreaker. But that's it from us. Thank you. And I hate saying this, but adiosu.